Uh, Before we start, I forgot something. Hello and welcome to Mr. Rock's Top 10 AEW Female Wrestlers. Your host, Mr. Rock. Big shout out to the Gaming Jew that's streaming GTA 4 right now. Rufus the Red, Minky Minx, Rob himself, King of Randoms, Miss Kiwi Gaming, and the rest. If I haven't said it, go check out those channels. Muchly appreciated. With that being said, foremost about the women's division in AEW, I sort of think of it's a joke. Hello, Jade. Hope all is well. But like I said, I think of the women's division kind of a joke in a way in AEW because they don't really have enough time to literally show off their freaking showcase and everything else. Not bad. I just recently woke up not too long ago, about 10 minutes ago, roughly. So, and I thought that I need to get this video out of the way. So, but yeah. But like I said, like I do think of the AEW's women division kind of a joke in a way because they don't really have a show to literally showcase themselves. You know, it's more like squash match, squash match, squash match. Over here, it's really deadly. Just to give you a heads up, you can't really go outside because of that wildfire frickin' situation. I hope the smoke clears by probably Tuesday at least, where you can go outside. But yeah, if you try going outside over here, you could actually like get smoke in your lungs and fucking faint right away. You know, it's literally like dangerous to go outside. So that's why I've been trapped inside since Thursday, roughly. I went grocery shopping on Thursday and almost fainted. So yeah, I've been inside ever since. So, but yeah. With that being said, we're going to get right into the video. With number 10 being the Bunny for AEW Women Wrestlers. The Bunny, hello Go Getter, hope all is well. But yeah, the Bunny is number 10, aka Allie. She's really good and everything else, but she hasn't really been in a lot of matches recently. And that's my biggest problem, is that she hasn't really been in a lot of matches. She literally shows up, she's there. She's mostly a manager to the Butcher and the Blade in a way. But it would be nice to see her wrestle once in a while. And she can wrestle. It's just that technically you don't get to see her. Number 9 is Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa would have been higher on this list if it was a different, like, a couple years ago. But lately she hasn't wrestled. She got injured. I hope for a speedy recovery on Thunder Rosa and she's back within the next, like, probably a couple weeks or something like that. She's been off TV for most of this year. Still amazing talent. She had that good lights out match with Dr. Britt Baker, you know, and everything else. But yeah, as it stands, she's number 9. Like, this list could change in the future, so stay tuned for that. Number 8 is Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander just came back just recently from an injury, won the TBS Women's Champion. She is good. It's just that technically we haven't seen much from her because she was injured for most of the year as well. You know, and it's kind of hard to rank them when your women's talent's injured for most of the year. And that goes to like all these squash matches in AEW. You know, and that's my biggest problem about AEW, that they have way too many squash matches. A squash match is good once in a blue moon. But when you have it consistency, you're just injuring your wrestlers over time. So, Chris Statlander's number 8. Number 7 is Jade Cargill. Yes, Jade, there is a women's wrestler named Jade in AEW. But yeah, she was good and everything else. But my biggest problem with her is that the streak just went on. It felt like they were going to do like a Goldberg situation where she was going to be 173-0, you know. And that's what I thought going forward until she actually lost the match. Finally. But at the end of the day, the only reason why she actually lost, I found out, is because she got injured a couple weeks before and they had to drop the title on her. But yeah, Jade is good, but I just got tired of. Thank you, Go Getter. Yes, please like and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, Jade is number 7. Um, Number 6 is Real. Real was the very first AEW's Women's Champion. She defeated Nyla Rose back in October 2019 to become the AEW's Women's Champion. She's really good, but she hasn't, like I said, with a lot of these ladies, they haven't been showcased. And that's why I literally am going to tell Tony Khan, in a way, if he's watching this video, or you could literally send it to him or whatever, please make the women's division a lot better. Let the women literally have their own show. You have AEW Dark Collision now coming up in June 17th. You have frickin' Dynamite. You have Rampage. Give the women a show. Let them showcase something. Because why hire women in the women's wrestling world if you're not going to even use them for their matches? Like a lot of matches literally are literally short. Their entrances are longer than their match, and it literally is a joke when that happens. But yeah, number 5 is Shida. Shida literally became AEW Women's Champion by defeating Dr. Britt Baker. She was taken off TV as well for injury. She recently came back and everything else. She's with the AEW squad and everything else. And she is a good wrestler. I actually do like Shida, but at the end of the day, just like every other woman wrestler that I said, these injuries, like they get taken off TV, they're gone. You won't even remember them half the time. And then when they do come back, it's literally almost like a year later. And it's just like, where the hell were you? And like I said, it's because of squash matches. Like these women get squashed constantly, and they get injured so freaking frequently. It's not even funny, But yeah, Shida is number 5. Number 4 is Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter was the women's champion just before Toni Storm became the champion a couple weeks ago. Jamie Hayter is a really good hard worker, hard-hitting British girl. I freaking love that in her. Like, she is strong. She dropped the title because she got injured as well just recently. Best recovery for you. I know AEW is going to London on August 27th. And I hope you get to be performing in your hometown. If not, well, like, it's just the circumstance. But yeah, Jamie Hayter is number 4. Number 3 is Saraya. I think I'm saying that right. Saraya. I'm not really good with names half the time. But yeah, aka Paige in WWE. She recently came to WWE, AEW last year. And she had some incredible matches with Dr. Britt Baker. She hasn't really done too much lately, except for being an outcast. AEW's kind of doing like the NWO storyline with her. Like the outsiders are now the outcast. So she's with Ruby Soho and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Toni Storm. And they're literally spray painting people and everything else. But I really hope that she actually gets a better role. Like, she needs to break out from that and actually become her own. Because I feel that if she does that, she will actually be a star in AEW. But technically, this trios stuff, there's not really a women's trios tag team champion, so it's kind of silly in a way. Maybe if AEW did that, then technically the storyline could make a lot more sense. But right now, as it speaks, it's kind of silly. Number 2 is Dr. Britt Baker. DMD. I think she's in Sensational Talent, one of the originals of AEW. Like the lockjaw that she puts on people, where she literally pulls your mouth. Just reminds me of like the old school wrestling moves way back in the day. And I kind of love that about her. I think she's stepping aside right now and letting the girls have it because she was AEW Women's Champion as well. But I would like to see her back in the spotlight picture pretty soon. Because right now they're pretty much treating her like a mid-card talent. Well, meanwhile, she has been the champion. She has had some banger matches, and it's just kind of sad, you know. But number one on Mr. Rock's AEW female wrestlers list is actually Penelope Ford. Now, people would say, wait, what? I actually used to play video games with her way back in the day. I used to play Animal Crossing with her and a few other games on the Switch. And she's actually a pretty good friend of mine, and that's the reason why. I used to go into her stream. She actually streams on Twitch. So, yeah, I would go into her streams. Me and her would play a few games of like Animal Crossing, and I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Mario Kart. We used to play Mario Kart 8. I just remember that. But yeah, we used to play video games together, and that's the reason why. Because when you treat me with respect, I treat you with respect. That's the way how it always worked with me. And I never had a problem with her. I always, like when she was playing Sims 4, I always told her to literally kill everyone because I always wanted to see the Grim Reaper. And she's like, no, I gotta learn to save my babies. I'm like, come on. So yeah, I have a connection with Penelope Ford in a way when it comes to literally like that. I actually gave her a wedding ring on stream in one of her streams to give to Kip Sabian. It was kind of funny. She came to my island, which is Scarface, in Animal Crossing, and I actually gave her a wedding ring, and she literally took it back and gave it to Kip Sabian in the freaking thing. But yeah, like, it's pretty cool to literally have friends that are part of the wrestling business sometimes. And I actually do have quite a few. It's just that technically, you know, ones who I actually played with and everything else. Thanks, Go Getter. But yes, the reason why I'm doing all these AEW videos in a way as well is because I will be streaming the AEW Fight Forever video game. I already pre-ordered it. I'll probably either do it June 28th or 29th, guys, and everything else like that. But yeah, the list is now officially done. But like I said, the women's division needs help. Bad. You know, like, you literally, like the Outcast literally just spray painting them and everything else is kind of silly. But yeah, like, I really hope in the future that the AEW women's wrestlers get their own show, like I said, and actually get the showcase. Because I think there's extreme talent there, but they just keep getting injured. And it's because of all these squash matches. Stop squashing your wrestlers, Tony Khan. It's not smart. Take it from an old wrestling freaking promoter that used to run DMW, Dead Man Wrestling. It's not smart. I understand that you're going to have injuries, but it's not smart to squash them and cause that injury, you know. But yeah, next week's will be next week's video will be a freaking 20-year anniversary of a good friend of mine who actually died 20 years ago, Martin Luther Bender, aka Uncle Marty. I will be going through a top 10 list with you guys, sharing my top 10 memories of him. So yeah, that would be next week's video. I know it's Father's Day next week, but in all fairness, Uncle Marty was kind of like a father to me. And knowing that's been the 20-year anniversary of his death, I feel like this video needs to come out, you know, and share some great moments with you. So stay tuned to that. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Go Getter, Jade, and whoever literally is even lurking or sharing. Yes, rest in peace, Uncle Marty. But yes, 20-year anniversary. Growing up when I was a kid, he was always there for me, you know. You too. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys on probably Thursday or Friday for a live stream on Madden 23. I don't know what teams I'm gonna be yet, but stay tuned because I will be playing Madden 23 on Thursday, and then we got the Uncle Marty video probably Sunday or Monday. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, everyone.